Hi, welcome back to Cotton Creation. So today I'm bringing you another vegan recipe. As we're starting to move into the cooler weather with the fall coming really soon, I wanted to share a few of the recipes that, make us feel warm and cozy inside on a cool day. So if you're interested in seeing my vegan hot spinach dip recipe, please stay tuned. But before we hop into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next awesome video. Let's hop into it. So here's what you'll need for this recipe. You'll need some frozen chopped spinach, some garlic, some vegan Parmesan, vegan cream cheese, vegan mayo, hearts of palm, artichoke hearts, vegan sour cream, vegan mozzarella, black pepper, pink Himalayan sea salt, or regular salt is fine, basil leaves, some French baguettes, or you can use whatever you like to dip, some garlic powder, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to finely chop up my hearts of palm as well as my artichoke hearts. You want to get them into some nice small pieces, not extremely small. We don't want it minced, but we do want small diced pieces. So now I'm going to start working on the dip. So I'm going to combine the mayo, minced garlic, and the cream cheese. Now with the cream cheese, if you don't take it all out to soften early enough, then what I suggest doing is just putting it in the microwave just to heat it up just a little bit so that it does get softened and it's able to be mixed. And then to that, I'm going to add the grated Parmesan as well as all the seasonings. And we're going to give that a nice stir. Now for a more cheesy flavor, I'm going to add some nutritional yeast to the dip. And you want to go ahead and add in that vegan mozzarella cheese as well as some chunks of butter. The butter is going to help everything melt down, especially that mozzarella cheese that is inside the dip. Now it's time to add in our final ingredients, and that is the chopped spinach. Now with the chopped spinach, you definitely want to make sure it's unthawed first of all, and then you want to make sure you drain all the water from the spinach. So you can use like a cloth to do this. If you don't have a cloth, you can use several paper towels, but you want to squeeze out all the water that's in the spinach before you add it to your dip. And we're going to go ahead and add in our artichoke hearts as well as our hearts of palms and give that a nice stir so that everything is very well combined. Next, I'm going to grease my pan. Then I'm going to pour all my dip inside the pan, and I'm going to spread it nice and even, and then I'm going to add the vegan mozzarella to the top. Now, one thing that I didn't do but I should have done, just to make sure that the cheese on top does melt, is you want to cover the pan with foil That way, while it's baking, that way it traps in some of the steam that is created when you bake items, and it will help to melt that cheese that's on the top layer. So make sure you cover it with foil. You can always take the foil off for the last like 5-10 minutes, but you definitely want to bake it with foil on to start. All right, so this dip is done, and here's what we're looking like. Do you see all that warm, cheesy gooiness going on? Yes, it is super tasty, flavorful, great as a starter item. I didn't do it in this video, but one other thing that you can do is you can do this exact recipe and then add it to some pasta later in the week, just to switch it up and have a variation. That's what I did with my leftovers, and it tastes amazing as spinach dip pasta. All right, so I just love this recipe. It's super simple, super easy to make. Like I said, it's so warm and like good and cheesy and all of those flavors. One thing I will say as a tip that I forgot to do in the video is you want to cover it with foil to start when you're baking it, and that way the cheese that you put on top will melt. So you know, when you put foil on stuff and you put it in the oven, there's steam that comes up and the foil traps that in there to make whatever's on top warm all the way through. And so, as you know, with vegan cheese, it needs a little more extra heat, so that steam is going to give it that extra heat from the top that it needs to melt. So let me know what you guys think of this recipe down in the comment section down below. If you like this video, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching.